Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're doing more Kingdom Cup PvP battles, but just as a joke, we're going in with a Smeargle battle. I just went in with my highest Smeargles. I didn't know what moveset I had and whatnot, but let me know what you guys think of a Smeargle Cup. Do you think that would be kind of cool if they were to do it? I don't see them doing it. They're not going to have a Smeargle Cup one of these months, but let me know what you think. Would you be into that? I would be totally down for it. I feel like a fighting type Smeargle would probably be the way to go. If you had to go with 3 Smeargles, you would probably go in with a fighting team of Smeargles, wouldn't you? I mean, I'm not too sure. I did have a Dragon Breath Smeargle on my last Smeargle that I used, and that did a good amount of damage to his Smeargle, so maybe that would be decent as well. But yeah, obviously it's weak to fighting, so fighting is probably the way you want to go. But it was just a little bit of fun. He was like, hey, you want to do a Smeargle battle? I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let's go for it. But I wasn't even going to include it in this video. I wasn't going to have it in a video at all, but I decided why not. We do have kingdom battles in this video. I just decided to throw in those Smeargle battles just to see. We do get off the flash cannon, knocking out his Smeargle. Now he is going to bring in his final Smeargle. He's of course going to be able to knock us out. We do get one more flash cannon in, and that's not going to knock him out, so he does knock us out, and our last Smeargle is going to have that Dragon Breath, but of course he hits us with his move, not going to do anything to us, and we're going to be able to take the win, so we win the Smeargle battle. So that would be pretty cool if we did have a specific cup for that, but again, I don't see him doing it. I absolutely don't see him doing it. But anyway, that is just a lot of fun Smeargle battle. But let me know what your favorite moveset is for Smeargle if we did have a competition of that. But as I said, probably fighting. But anyway, he begins with Melmetal. I begin with Altaria. I'm switching out into Rapidash. Rapidash was fun to use. I mean, it's not really a good Pokemon. It's not bulky by any means. It's not one that I would recommend. We have better fighting types like Charizard and like Typhlosion that I feel like outperform Rapidash. Now, I didn't purchase any secondary moves on these Pokemon. So these Pokemon that I'm using just for fun, you know, just to try them out. Taking that hit, I was kind of expecting a power-up punch, but, you know, he does lay the Shadow Ball on me, and now he gets off Rock Slide. We're going to allow our Altaria to go down, bringing in that good old Bastiodon. You guys know how much I use Bastiodon and how much I like it. You know, a lot of people are going to be using this Pokemon, probably everybody. I mean, you might see people that don't use it. It does have weaknesses. Some people have pointed out Flygon is strong against it. You know, we have other Pokemon like Lucario, obviously strong against it. So ground fighting, gonna completely demolish it. But it is still a good, solid choice because of how bulky it is and how many things it does resist. Just like this Alolan Ninetales cannot do absolutely anything to us. So we're just gonna be able to knock it out and take the win. So we do go ahead and pick up the win in that game. So that was a really good game, a really fun game. We're going to go ahead and jump into the next one right now. I believe this battle I still use Rapidash, but I'm going to begin with Kingdra. He actually begins with a beautiful shiny Houndoom. Gonna go ahead and pull that switch into Alolan Ninetales. I go ahead and switch. I'm only neutral to ice, so I'm not really sure why I switched. I guess it wasn't a bad decision to switch, but right now I realize how not defensive Rapidash is because of how much it took from that Psyshock. So, yeah. I guess that was a pretty good switch on my end. It wasn't a bad switch. I don't think it was a great switch. I mean, I could have stayed in with Kingdra, but whatever. We wanted to keep Kingdra healthy, I guess, right? But either way, we're just doing these games for fun, right? I mean, because we're using some more Pokemon that we've never used before or that we haven't used in this particular cup. Definitely a lot of fun. We do go ahead and knock out his Pokemon. He brings in his Altaria. Gonna get that Outrage off. He's gonna go ahead and opt to block it, of course. And he knocks out my Kingdra. Now he is out of shields. Bringing in what we have left, Lucario, definitely not a good Pokemon to have left against Altaria. We will be able to get off this Shadow Ball, so this is definitely going to go ahead and knock out Altaria, so that's good for us, and it depends what his last Pokemon is. It's going to be that Houndoom, which is actually what I remembered. It was Houndoom, that's right, he used it originally, and we are super effective against Houndoom, but he's also super effective against us, so he beats us to the punch and knocks us out, but that's okay. Very close game, very close game. Beginning with Kingdra in this one, he begins with Scizor, a really interesting Pokemon. Another Pokemon that we might try out. We might try out for this cup because it is eligible. Not sure how good Scizor is for it, but it could be fun to use. But we do get off that Outrage. He's going to go ahead. I believe he blocked that, right? And now he gets off Nightshade, which is going to knock us off. I'm not going to use the shield right there. And we do have Combusken on the team. Thinking a little bit, I decided to go ahead with Combusken. Going to be able to knock it out. So I love Combusken's animation, right? Combusken, not the worst choice. It's actually decent for this cup, but I think there are better options similar to Rapidash. I would say Combusken is probably a little bit better than Rapidash, in my opinion, or a lot better. But again, we have better options, so I wouldn't go with Combusken for this particular cup. I don't think it's the worst of the worst, but it's definitely not the best choice to go with. Anyway, we have Lucario right now. He's going to get off that Sky Attack. We do block it, and we do get off this Power Up Punch because we wanted to burn a shield because I was predicting he would think it was Shadow Ball, and I guess I called that correctly. But we're still in a bad position at this point. So Power Up Punch is going to knock out Altaria, and I guess it all depends on his final Pokemon. A little bit of lag. It is Lucario, and he's going to be able to knock us out. So if I had Power Up Punch ready to go at that point, we probably would have won the game. But again, that's okay. Beginning with Bastiodon this time, and he does begin with Scizor. I'm just going to stay in. He's going to switch. I'm going to have to switch into my Moltres immediately. He's used Moltres against me just to try it out. Moltres, again, not the worst Pokemon. I feel like Charizard is better. It does charge up that Blast Burn and Dragon Claw a lot faster. We have Fire Blast on this Moltres. I don't think you can get Sky Attack Moltres into the Great League. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can't. So, if you could, maybe that would be a decent option for you. But, yeah, you can't. So, Moltres, not the best Pokemon. It's fire, flying, the same as Charizard. So I would say stick with Charizard or Typhlosion. Typhlosion is another one I want to try with Blast Burn, but I don't have one right now for the Great League. So hopefully I could trade for one to try it. Gonna go ahead and we're just gonna be able to knock out this Altaria. I did go ahead and use my charge move because I wanted to burn his last shield, and I was predicting him in using his last shield. Otherwise, I would have just finished him off with my moves. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and block that X Scissor because I knew I would be able to get off this Flamethrower, and this is definitely going to destroy Scizor because it's 4 times weak to Flamethrower. So really good game in that regard, really good game, had a lot of fun on that one. So yeah, the next game we're going to jump into, and let's see what I'm using in this one. Beginning with Altaria, he begins with Lucario, so a pretty good matchup for us. I mean, Shadow Ball does do a lot of damage, of course. He's going to pull the switch into Alolan Ninetales. Trying out Moltres again. I had a lot of fun using this legendary bird Pokemon. It's just a lot of fun. Does take a lot of damage from that Psyshock, so yeah, as I said, better options, but we do want to use it for fun, and we want to try out other Pokemon, and to show you why they might not be the best contenders, I'm also trying out an Alolan Marowak. Now, that's actually not a bad Pokemon. This is a pretty good Pokemon, so this one's actually a good contender if you want to consider using this for the cup, if you want to try it out. Bone Club does charge up fast. It's not the strongest move. I actually use this on Altaria. Of course, it's not going to do anything to Altaria. I was hoping he would block it, thinking it would be another move like Shadow Ball. I believe Alolan Marowak is Shadow Ball, but, you know, fortunately for us, he does think that and burns a shield on Bone Club, because Bone Club wouldn't have done anything to Altaria. But we do switch out into Altaria, and we're going to go ahead and get off this Sky Attack, and that's going to knock out Altaria. He's out of shields. He brings in Lucario, and now we do bring in this Alolan Marowak, and as I said, Bone Club does charge fast. We have Hex, and what else does it get? Rock Smash? Let me know in the comments which is better. I didn't switch mine. Which one charges up Bone Club faster, or its charge moves in general? Is it Hex or is it Rock Smash? I'm not too sure on that, actually. I didn't really look into Alolan Marowak that much, but it's definitely a good Pokemon, so this one you might actually want to consider out of the other Pokemon. You know, I feel like it's the best contender, but yeah. But yeah, definitely a good Pokemon, and that Bone Club does charge up fast, as I said. But anyway, getting off this Rock Slide, I wanted to use it now because I knew it would cost him one of the shields, and I'm not going to go ahead and block this. He does use Ice Beam. We resist it, but still doing a decent amount because Melmetal is not really the bulkiest Pokemon in the world. It's good, but it's not really the bulkiest, and look how much damage we did to that Ninetales, so... we still have both shields. He does knock out our Melmetal, but we do have our shields available. Bringing in Lucario this time. Gonna go ahead and knock out his Alolan Ninetales. He brings in his Altaria, bringing in our Skarmory. Now, Skarmory actually isn't the worst Pokemon either, so this one and Alolan Marowak, I feel like, are the best Pokemon that we've used in this video for this cup. You've seen Skarmory in the Boulder Cup, you've seen it in the Tempest Cup. It is actually a good Pokemon, even for this cup. I feel like it's less relevant for the Kingdom Cup than it was the previous cups, but it's still not bad. It still can definitely get the job done. Of course, Bastiodon is going to completely destroy it and wall it, you know, Melmetal, you know, so it does have its weaknesses, and you know, things like that, but it's still not a bad Pokemon. It's definitely one that I could see some people use. So I did like Alolan Marowak, which is what I want to look into further, and Skarmory. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.